If you want pleasure, you must also have pain and also sorrow with it. You cannot have one without the other. Any person who pays attention, who wants to hear, who is passionate and not just casual about it, and who really says, I must find the source of life, will listen, not to me. He will just listen. It's in the air. Do you know what a fragmentary life is? It is saying one thing and doing another. A fragmented way of living is isolation. Therefore, you have no relationship with your husband or wife. You have no relationship with the rest of humanity. So, begin there. When you see the false as the false, then you begin to see what is true. And it is truth that is going to liberate you from the background. Simplicity is not to be found. It does not lie as a choice between the essential and the non-essential. It comes into being only when the self is not. Surely, God does not come so easily. God is not a mere marketable thing. I do this and you give me that. You may wander all over the earth, but you have to come back to yourself. We must begin with ourselves. The ending of the process of thought is the beginning of silence. I am asking you, as a human being, just as human beings have for a million years, what is God? Are you ready to answer it? Or do you hold the question quietly? Hold it. Do you understand? For out of that very holding, where there is no reaction, no response, comes the answer. The mind that has put its house in order is silent. That silence has no cause and therefore has no end. Only that has a cause can end. That silence, which has no ending, is absolutely necessary, because it is only in that silence that there is no moment of thought. It is only in that silence that which is sacred, that which is nameless, and that which is not measurable by thought is. And that which is the most sacred. That is meditation. There has been outward progress from the bullock cart to the jet plane, but psychologically the individual has not changed at all. If you do not follow somebody, you feel very lonely. Be lonely then. Why are you frightened of being alone? Face the fact. Look at it. Do not run away from it. The moment you run away, fear begins. In inquiring into ourselves, we are not isolating ourselves from the rest of the world. Appreciation of beauty of life comes only when there is enormous uncertainty. When you are paying attention to every moment of truth, when you see the movement of every shadow, of every thought and feeling, when you are awake to every moment of your child,